Good evening. And we would like to start our program today. We are here at 12th and Park to honor International Women's Day. We look forward to this. This is our second year doing this. We're excited to have all these lovely ladies here to talk to us about all the great things that they do and all the great things that you could do as well. So to start off with, I'm Joaquina Talian. I am the Commissioner of Recreation, and we are excited to have you here. We hope you learn something and get inspired, because that's what these ladies do. They inspire us to move and beyond and be great things, and let you know women can do anything they put their minds to, as well as our boys. So we're going to start off with Jim. He's going to give us some lovely, lovely music. And then we'll come back and start with one of our speakers. Hope you enjoy the time. Look forward to seeing you guys have exciting questions so that we can get some interaction going. Have a great program. Thank you. Okay, we're going to start by introducing Ms. Brenda Hayes. She's going to come and tell you the significance of this program to us. This is Supervisor and she runs 12th and Park.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming. I will be reading to you all the significance of International Women's Day. International Women's Day is a global holiday celebrated annually March the 8th as a focal point in the women's rights movement, bringing attention to issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, and violence and abuse against women. International Women's Day is commemorated in a variety of ways worldwide. It's a public holiday in several countries and observed socially or locally in art and others to celebrate and promote the achievements of women. The earliest reported Women's Day observance, called National Women's Day, was held on February the 28th, 1909 in New York City, organized by the Socialist Party of America at the suggestion of activist Teresa McKellen. In the United States, President Barack Obama proclaimed March 2011 to be Women's History Month, calling Americans to mark IWD, International Women's Day, by reflecting on the extraordinary accomplishments of women in shaping the country's history. And I would like to thank all of you all for coming and being a part of our honorees for our second annual Women's Day. This evening, our moderator, Mia Wood, she is an attorney manager for properties with the city of St. Louis, counselor's office. She's a single mother too, born and raised in St. Louis, first African-American woman manager for the city council office. And she's one of our favorite.
Hello, welcome all to Talking Park. This is truly my second home away from, I'm gonna say third, work is probably first, but they're home second, and this one's third.
Yes.
My beautiful daughter Charlie is on the dance team here. We've been spending a lot of time here. I know how much this center means to her, and I can imagine it means a lot to each one of these little girls. So to have you all here means a lot, and we're very grateful that you all are here. So without wasting any time, let's get in and talk about each and every one, okay? So coming up first, in honor, Kim Cable. She is the Park Commissioner for the City of St. Louis. She started with the city working for the Board of Public Service in the construction section. She then moved on to the street department to run the sidewalk program. She has been with the Parks Department for 7 years. Kim manages 110 parks within the city of St. Louis, which includes mowing, trimming, repairing park amenities such as the pools, the community centers, bathrooms, and playgrounds. All the things that you all love to go and participate in, and it's beautiful to get there, it's because of her. Okay? She has been married for 38 years and has 2 grown children. She also has a great love for Girl Scouts, especially camping, and she continues to be active in this organization today. So, Kim, I want to thank you for making the park a place that we can go and enjoy our downtime and activity. So, because of your dedication to the city, we're very grateful for you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Kim Hagley, Parks Department. So I just want to spend a little time about my history. And I have a history with a community center myself. And my community center was Marquette Park. And I spent, for the time you got, the same age as you guys are now, till I was in high school. I swam every day. We had a trampoline down there. We did dance lessons. In fact, Evelyn and I, we sometimes danced and twirl a baton around the office sometimes. So a lot of fun. So I have a lot of history. I have a great love for the recreation centers. I was a latchkey kid, so I went to that rec center every day after school, just like some of you do. So I work very, very closely with the recreation staff and our commissioner to make the rec centers someplace safe for you all and beautiful for you all. I started out in a man's world. I started out in construction. So when I went to college, I was the only woman in my classes. There were no other girls. So I was all by myself, and it was all boys. And they thought it was funny that a girl was in construction classes. And boy, did I show them. I worked extra hard, and luckily I had some wonderful mentors that helped me along the way through those construction classes. So when I got to class, all those boys, they wanted to copy off of me because I knew what I was doing. And that was like that for a long, long time. So my background is in construction, home building. I love being out in the weather, wearing a hard hat, wearing the boots, wearing the vest, and I just always had a love for building things and drawing things and architecture. So that's my strong background. And that fit in for me when I came to the city because I started out in a construction division. So I built bridges, everything from bridges to things like this rec center, the new floor, the new bleachers, the painting, all of that falls within that parameter. So you thing from, like I said, building bridges to taking care of your community center. When I came to the Parks Department, little did I know what it all entailed. Everybody thinks, oh, it's the parks, you know, they're so beautiful. There is a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes to keep the parks and the playgrounds and the tennis courts and everything else that goes along with that in tip-top shape. So I want to challenge all of you that are here tonight to challenge me. And I know that some of you are from 12th and Park, some are coming from other rec centers. I want to challenge all of you to work with Miss Brenda to, if you see something wrong in the park, a rec center, no matter where, that maybe Miss Brenda will let you write me a note and then I can take care of the problem. Because without all of you, I can't manage 110 parks. I have 134 staff members that are full-time. We have 70 that come on in the summertime. So you're talking about 110 parks, you have 200 people. That's less than 2 people a park maintaining all of our city parks. So without the citizens in the neighborhoods telling us what we need to do, it's very hard to take care of. So I want all of you to take a look around and you need to tell me what it is that you want to see fixed or you want to see painted or anything like that. And we'll work together to try and get those things done. Because once you have an interest in where you're at and in your community, then that makes it 100 times better. And we really do need all of you. It doesn't matter that you might only be 7, 10, 13 years old. You can make a difference, and I need that help. So my day-to-day is pretty boring. It's a lot of paperwork, but my staff is outstanding. So I have construction workers that are plumbers, electricians, painters, carpenters. I also have a greenhouse, and they grow plants there. They grow trees there that we plant in the parks. And then I have the staff in the office that books the permit for those picnic pavilions that you sometimes have your birthday parties at, or your picnics, your family reunions, things like that. And then I think my most important crew, and I know I'm not supposed to play favorites, but my mowing and trimming guys and gals are amazing. Very hard workers, very dedicated, and I can't say enough about them. So you have a wide range with the Parks Department that you could do just about anything. You can be in construction, you can be mowing, you can be a horticulturist, you can be an arborist. There's just the sky's the limit. So I just want you to know that it doesn't matter where you are, who you are, whether you're male or female, that as long as you work hard like I did, and I showed those boys where it was at, you can do it. So again, I want to challenge you. And the last thing I want to mention is giving back to your community. And I give back to our community by being involved in Girl Scouts. So whatever that may be, volunteering here in the rec center as you get older, or like I said, being involved in an organization that's near and dear to your heart. I still take girls camping. A big dream of mine is to pull that program into the rec centers. And my goal as park commissioner, I still want to take you guys camping. So that's very important, because if you're not invested, you don't give back. And I think we can all do that. But again, I'm challenging all of you, if you see something wrong, to let me know, and we'll take care of it together. Thank you.
We would like to present you this award, and it says, International Women's Month honoring Kim Hagel, Commissioner of Parks, City of St. Louis, 2024. Thank you.
Coming up next is Dr. Keisha Scarlett. Dr. Scarlett is the Superintendent of the St. Louis Public Schools, SLPS, having joined the district in July 2023 after a long and successful tenure in Seattle Public Schools. During her time at SLPS, she has initiated major programs focusing on equity and literacy, impacting nearly 20,000 students and their families. As superintendent, Dr. Scarlett is responsible for managing over $160 million in funds from Proposition S, which voters approved for significant facilities upgrades across SLPS's 62 schools and several additional buildings. Dr. Scarlett has played a pivotal role in setting high standards and expectations for both students and staff. Her mantra, "You can go anywhere from here," has become a rallying cry for the entire St. Louis Public Schools community. I'm sorry I have to put the mic down for a second to get your applause, but I want to say thank you. That young lady is a project, or sorry, this is what I'm going to use. She is not a project, but she's a product of SLPS Schools, 6 Early Childhood Center, and I see the work that you're doing, literacy in a little great program. Extremely grateful for you. Thank you, sis. Here you go.
Thank you so much. I'm a pastor's daughter, so I want to first give an honor to God, but I also want to give an honor to my president over here, our board president. You'll have a chance to. Mrs. Tony Cousin, or President Tony Cousin, she took a gamble on me and had me come here and be the superintendent. And so I'm so excited for this opportunity. Okay, so young people, who attends St. Louis Public Schools? Oh, you make me happy. Okay, let's play a little game. You ready? I think you know a lot of things about me, and so let's play a little game. You ready to play a game? Okay. All right. So raise your hand if you know what my job is. Know what my job is? Who knows what my job is? Do you know my job? Okay. What is my job? An educator. Okay? Anyone know my job title? What's that? What's that? An instructor. Okay. All right. So I am the superintendent of St. Louis Public Schools. So I am in charge of all of the schools in St. Louis Public Schools. Okay? All right. So another maybe fact about me. How many children do I have? How many children do you think I have? 1? Okay. 4. What do you say? 6. Okay. 2 or 3? Oh, you got one number or the other. Which one? 2? 3? You are absolutely right. I do have 3 children. I have an older daughter. Good job. I have an older daughter. Her name is Deja. She's 26 years old. And then I have twins that are 21. My son lives here with me, Peter, and my 2 daughters, they live in Seattle, and they are teachers. One is a 1st grade teacher. My eldest daughter is a 2nd grade teacher, and my younger daughter is a 1st grade teacher. So there's another little fact about me. All right. What about my husband? Who knows my husband's name? What do you think my husband's name is? Give me a name. What do you think? Oh, you got a name?
Yeah.
Okay, what's that?
Jeff.
Jeff? Ooh, I like that name. What's that? Mark. What's that? Jupiter? Junior. Oh, Junior. Yeah. What's that? What's that? You got a name? What you think? Max? Chris? That is my husband's name. I knew you did it. Chris. My goodness, you guys know so many things about me. My husband is Christopher Scarlett. That is my husband. You guys are so gifted. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me tell you a couple other things about me. I've been living in St. Louis for, anybody know? What do you think? How many? So, since 2040? Okay. Since, for 24 years. 24 years? What do you think? 19 years. What do you say?
4 years?
4 years? What do you say? 20 years. I've been here for 8 months. All right. So I've been here for 8 months, and I did come here to be a superintendent. And I used to work in Seattle Public Schools. Anybody know where Seattle is? It's all the way on the west coast in Washington State. It's right next to Canada in the northwest. So that's where I grew up and I was born and raised. And honestly, the first time I ever came to St. Louis was to come here for my job interview. And so I'd never been here before, but I love this city so much. And I'm excited that this is my new home. So I'm passionate about a lot of things, especially books. So if you look right there on the table, I bought Miss Cousins a book and I bought myself a book. And so one of my favorite questions for young people is, what are you reading? Okay? So who wants to tell me what they're reading? What are you reading? What book are you reading right now? You gotta speak up. You gotta use your outdoor voice. What is it? Say it. Somebody say it loud for me. Who is?
Sonya Sotomayor.
Oh, who is Sonya Sotomayor? Okay, what are you reading?
Sheets.
Sheets? Okay, I heard that before. Okay, you know what I love that? I love how he talked about reading, not just books, but also like newspapers, reading magazines, listening to text also, so it's very important. So I am so passionate about learning. I love to learn in so many different modes, just like this gentleman said. Sometimes it's just listening to people and learning about you. I'm super nosy, so I just like to ask all kind of questions for you. And so I think about all the ways that I had an opportunity in school to just help cultivate my success, okay? So a few things I'll say about that is, so when I was in high school, I was really, really interested in math and science. And so when I left high school, I got a chance to go to college in Georgia, and I had a scholarship. I had a scholarship through NASA. Anyone know what NASA is? NASA? Okay, they make space shuttles, right? Okay, so to go up, and so I had a scholarship through NASA, and I actually made space shuttle materials. And so what I got a chance to do was leave there, and I went to go work for Boeing, the Boeing company. Anyone know what Boeing is? Boeing, what do? They make airplanes. And so I got a chance to use those skills within that. But I got pretty bored working at Boeing, so I left and I became a science teacher in middle school. And then some time passed on, and I was a school principal, and now I'm here in this moment right now. And so just a few other things that I want to just encourage you young women is, first of all, young ladies, make sure you're reading all the time, okay? You need to read. That's how you open up your mind. That's how you get a chance to visit places that you've never visited before. And I think about that every time I read. It's like an adventure to find out more about something or find out other places. Another thing that's really important is to go out of your comfort zone and do risk take. It was a risk for me to leave Seattle and go to Georgia to go to college. And it was a big risk for me to come here and become the superintendent. To leave my home, my parents, I left some of my children, my husband's still in Seattle, to come here. But risk taking is what gives you an opportunity to just be able to experience life differently and to make your own dreams come true. Got somewhere joining us. All right. So taking risks is very important. The last thing is having a vision for yourself, okay? So having a vision for your life, for what you want to be able to do. And what's wonderful about your vision is that your vision can change as you grow. And so you should always focus on not what you want to be when you grow up, but what can you become. And so all throughout my life, I've become different things, whether I become a mother or became a teacher or became a principal or a superintendent. So always focusing on what is that next vision, what is that next goal for yourself, and being able to move forward and pursue it as well.
Thank you so much, Dr. Scarlett. I met Dr. Scarlett this summer at the St. Louis Public Schools Back to School Drive, and she was taller than me, so I had to look up to her, and I was like, this got to be the woman that's going to turn St. Louis Public Schools around. That's right. And the first place where I know she made an impact on was my alma mater, Vashon High School, and it was well needed. And we appreciate everything you've done. On behalf of the City of St. Louis Recreation, a new Twerk Park Center, we would like to present you this award.
That is so beautiful. Thank you so much.
I would like to next honor Miss Sonya Jenkins-Gray. Yes. Miss Gray is the Director of Personnel for the City of St. Louis. Now, I know you all are kind of young, but before Miss Gray, the previous director probably was in that position longer than you've been alive, to be honest. All right, there's a little history, a little fact there. But Ms. Gray is new to this position, and she entered this role with nearly 2 decades of experience working in HR across private and public sectors. Most recently serving as the Chief Human Resource Officer for CARE STL Health. Ms. Gray's work internationally has earned her significant experience assessing the performance of human resources and helping improve effectiveness and efficiency of the service delivered by organizations' HR function. She holds a bachelor's degree in journalism from Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina. Please help me welcome and honor Ms. Gray.
Come on.
Thank you, Ms. Gray.
So I'm sure you're wondering why I'm walking up and I'm talking on my phone. That's because my 9-year-old granddaughter, or 10-year-old granddaughter now, wants to hear her grandmother speak. So, and her name is Leah.
Hey, Leah, I'm going to hold the phone so you can see her and hear her.
Okay, great. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. You know, that was kind of bad. We're going to try this one more time, and I need to feel some energy from you, because in order for me to tell you what I need to tell you, I need to know that you want to hear me. So good evening, everyone. Yay! Excellent, great. So I'm so glad to be here with all of you, and as I look out and I see all of these young people, it is just exciting for me. But what I want you to do for me, okay? I want you to look at me really, really hard, and then I want you to tell me, what do you see when you look at me? You can write, what do you see? Beauty. You see beauty. Excellent. Come on now. Okay. What do you see? Huh? A businesswoman? Okay. What do you see? Huh? Professional? Okay. What do you see? A pilot. Okay, that's interesting, but okay. Okay. What do you see? You see what? Red. You see red, okay. You know what, red is a power color in the business world, so that's good. What else? What do you see? Uh-huh. What do you see? You see an important person. Okay. So this is what I want to do. Okay, what?
Someone says you're an awesome grandma.
Oh, an awesome grandma. Oh. Thank you, Leah. But what I want you to see when you see me, I want you to see yourself. So all of those words that you used, I want you to be able to internalize and look at me and say, that's me. Because say, that's me. That's me. Exactly. Because I once was your age. And when I was your age, I really did not know what I wanted to do or really what I could do. There were people that were telling me what I could not do, but I didn't believe them. When I was your age, I was running after the little boys. Okay, y'all got quiet on me there. You didn't want to hear that one. But when I was your age, I was looking at the little boys. When I was your age, I was talking in class when the teacher told me not to. When I was your age, I didn't want to always do my homework. So even though I'm older now, I can identify with you because I was you at one time. But I want you to know is that you can be me if that is what you decide you want to do. So for the city of St. Louis, as they mentioned, I've only been in my role as the Director of Personnel for a little over a year now. I am the first Black woman that has ever held this position. I am the first woman that has ever held this position in the city of St. Louis. And so you probably say, well, what do you do, Ms. Jenkins-Gray? I have responsibility for the hiring, the firing, the promotions, the compensation for all of the employees in the city of St. Louis, and that is right now nearly 6,000. Yes. I am not a native St. Louisian. I moved here about 6 or 7 years ago, and I moved here from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm originally from South Carolina, okay? Now, I have been, however, in human resources for over 30 years now. And I have worked and lived in Germany, Asia Pacific, which is Thailand, Australia. I've had responsibility in Switzerland, Mexico, pretty much all over the world. And so I have been able to see and live amongst people that are different than me, look different than me, and I need to instill in you and encourage you that as you go forth in your life, you are going to be faced with the same types of things. And so now, as you are young, be open, welcome others that are different from you, even though sometimes those situations are not going to be the most positive for you because of who you are, but embrace it. Embrace everything that you can grasp right now. One of the things that I really want to share with you that has been very beneficial for me in my career and in my personal life, understand the importance of relationships. Relationships are very, very important. How you get along with people, how you interact with people, that is going to determine in your life how far you go. Because regardless of your educational level, regardless of your technical skills, when it comes to interacting and being in the workplace, the way that you get along with people and the way that you behave is just as important as all of the knowledge, all of the education, all of the technical skills that you may have. I can have someone with all of the credentials, all of the education, but if they have a bad attitude, I am going to choose the person that may have less skills or less knowledge because I can teach them, but I can't change behavior when you get to a certain point in life. So it is so important right now that you understand how your behavior impacts or will impact your life. The other thing that's very, very important for you is social media. I have to talk to you about this because you need to learn now the impact that social media can have on your life as you go forward. Whatever you put on TikTok, Snapchat, wherever it is going to stay there, it does not go away. So at any given point in time, especially as you get older and you have those things out there that are on social media, that are in the cloud, it can impact your ability to get jobs, to maintain jobs, etc. So you really need to know and to be able to begin to understand that now. It's really, really important. I do want to talk to you just for a few minutes about what it means to be the first, because there's a lot that comes with being the first, because there are very, very high expectations that are set, things that people are looking for you to do. But the most important thing is that you are actually paving the way and setting up success for people that are going to come behind you. People that look like us, black and brown people, yellow people, people of diverse backgrounds. And that is going to be so key as you move forward, because where I am right now, I believe and I hope that I have paved the way for you to be the Director of Personnel of St. Louis if you want to one day. Our superintendent has paved the way for you to be the superintendent of a school district one day. Sister Cousins has paved the way for you to be president of a school board one day. Dr. Mahdi has paved the way for you to be the director of health for a city or any organization one day. Kim has paved the way for you to be the commissioner of parks one day. Dr. Edwards has paved the way. My soror down here has paved the way. So these women that are before you today have paved the way. We're expecting you, as you get older, to pave the way for others that will come behind you.
This is kind of humorous. I was in the nail salon and I was talking on the phone. I had my City of St. Louis Recreation shirt on and I was talking to someone about interviews. And Miss Sonya Jenkins-Gray walked over to me. She walked towards me first. She's like, I'm not in your conversation, mind your conversation. And she handed me her business card. And by the grace of God, that was really, really good because I was having an issue with someone that wanted to submit an application. And she was a great big help. And she did help, but the young lady just didn't work out. I thank you for even just stepping in and even extending the invitation for helping me.
You're welcome.
And she was really, really friendly. On behalf of the City of St. Louis Recreation Division and anew to Upton Park, we would like to present you this award.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're going to go right into the next honoree. We have coming up next Antoinette Tony Cousins, who is the president of St. Louis Public Schools. I'm going to jump and go to this part. I'm not going to read her whole bio, but this stood out to me. Miss Tony believes in accountability, passion, faith, hope, dedication, and leadership, which are her commitment to helping to be a game changer for youth in the community of the entire St. Louis region. Ms. Cousins holds a Master's of Business and Nonprofit Management from Fontbonne University, a Master of Science in Human Resource Management and Development from National Louis University, and a Bachelor of Science in Social Work from Central Missouri State University. She is a proud member of one of the best sororities that have ever been created, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and a native of St. Louis. Thank you, and I want to welcome Ms. Tony to the stage.
Welcome, Soror. She did do that part right. She did that part the best. Okay, I'm not going to be long because let me say this. For you kids to sit here like this, I need to know who are the rec leaders. Where are my rec leaders? Let me see the rec leaders. Come on. This one, where the other one? This the rec leader, where the other one? Where the rec leaders? Stand up, rec leaders. Tim, where you at? Come on, y'all. I gotta recognize y'all. So let me tell you why. See? Let me tell you why. Because I was y'all. Yeah. I did this at Wallbridge Community Center. I remember those days. Yeah. And to hear the ladies before me speak and to even be asked to come up here and speak is so much everything for me. because I was born and raised in Walnut Park.
Okay, come on.
I was the kid that nobody wanted to deal with. I was the kid that my mama said, what am I going to do with you? Juvenile was my middle name. Okay? Trust and believe when I say the best thing that could ever happen to you all is something like this. If the city don't know, they better know. The best thing that we can ever do for our kids is have something like St. Louis Public Schools, a community ed center, and a recreation center.
That's right.
Because it saved my life, and I have been forever grateful and have bust my butt to save any kid life I can because of it. Because I was that kid. When I tell you, growing up, I was a fighter. I didn't know how to smile. I was angry all the time. I didn't know why. But somebody knew that it was something in me and that I had a purpose in life. And I never understood what prophesying meant until a lady came up to me and said, you are going to help people in life. Whatever you do, your job is going to be to help people. I said, I'm a fashion merchandise. I want to do clothes. I'm a designer. She said, no, you're not. That's not what you're going to do. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, I graduated from high school. Let me say it, because I'm not ashamed. Because I didn't know what it meant. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Remember, I was that kid. I graduated from high school, let me say it, with a 1.9 GPA. Did you hear me? 1.9. What my mama say? I don't know what I'm going to do with you. But I said, I'm going to college. She said, girl, go sit down. I said, I'm going to college. I'm the youngest in my family. I was the first one to go to college. Because I didn't understand what the lady was saying to me. Your goal in life is going to be to help people. And that was my job. I was all set, college, I'm going into fashion merchandise, I'm here for it. They started talking about statistics. Oh no, baby, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. They said, no, you're going for social work. Guess what? That's helping people. I found myself helping people every turn in life. And lo and behold, 20 years later, I'm still helping people. I graduated from college in that same community that I wreaked havoc in, I went back to. I started working at Walbridge. I started going into nonprofit. And guess what I started doing? Building houses. Yes. I built over 52 houses in the same neighborhood I grew up in. I rehabbed over 300 houses in the same neighborhood I grew up in. I created programs and opened a youth center for kids that was just like me. I went on to run an alternative school because I understood and I knew that it was kids like me and parents like my mom who didn't know what to do with their kids. So I was given that power to say, this is how you work with them. I get it, I understand. We're going to give them a second chance. We're going to work through this. And it was all in the same neighborhood that I grew up in. When I say I am a diehard St. Louisan and I love my people, I love Walnut Park, I love this city, I do. How did I get on the board? Only God knows. But one thing I have learned, we have to start speaking up and fighting for each other. Don't believe anything that's been told to you. Find out on your own. But we gotta start fighting for each other and protecting each other. And that's what I've been doing. And every day, I'm fighting. But every day, I find out my why, because it's always one little symbol that's showing me. A kid may come up and say, I remember you. A parent has come up to me and said, you don't remember me, but I remember you, because I was a kid. And I was that kid that was ready to give up, but you was the one that showed me something different. And now guess what, Miss Cousins? I got kids, and I'm able to show them something different. So that's what I want you guys to know. I never imagined I would be in the predicament that I'm in the space that I'm in, especially being that Black little girl that wreaked havoc on the neighborhood from which I came from. So thank you guys for
On behalf of a new 12th and Park, we'd like to present to you, I'm saying the name wrong,
Just say Tony Cook.
Tony Cousins. Thank you for being a part of our program.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Cousins. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a brief break in the honorees, and we have a pleasure of hearing a music selection from Denham and Walter.
Turn that age, I be getting paid. They call me Wall Bush cause I like to run it up. Start the week, MCM, I'm her one day crazy. This bitch sauce on no boss, haters give it up. I'm turned at a young age, I've been out the way. My feet up, counting cake, my girl get slick. Wall Bush, run it up, that's all I know. Don't talk about no feature, let's talk about the show. The drill, they shit fresh, my style is the best. You haven't seen my best, I'm passing test. I'm from St. Louis, see the place, you gon' have to show. You got the feel, you gon' really know. I do this for my mama, my sisters and my nana. Nobody can wait to see you. I had to change the channel. I do this for my mama, my sisters and my nana. Nobody can wait to see you. I had to change the channel. I'm turned at a young age, I'm out the way. My feet up, county cake, my girl this way. All boys run it up, that's all I know. I'm turned at I'm turned at a young age, I'm good, kid. Oh, but I like to run it up. Start the week, you know, I'm on the third. If this song come up, head is give it up.
Now, if you're not familiar, you have not heard of Dr. Madi, I don't know where you've been, because St. Louis has been praising this lady, because she's been doing amazing stuff in our community. Not just here in St. Louis, but internationally, okay?
Yes.
Do you see this board right here? I'm not going to even read all of that, because there's a lot, and there's a lot more beyond that. But her most recent highlights is her leadership as director as the director of health include leading a nationally recognized COVID-19 response, which was lauded by the President Biden in 2022, establishing the health department's first behavioral health bureau, implementing critical infrastructure and rebuilding the physical bureau with the innovative first ever partnership using an accounting firm, and has grown the Department of Health by over 31,000 during her tenure. Dr. Madi Davis has recent accolades, including receiving the Infectious Disease Society of America Society Citation Award, a recognition of exemplary contributions in the field of infectious disease. Dr. Madi also serves as the IDSA Board of Directors, is an associate editor for the Disparities in Competent Care for IDSA, and is the executive producer and co-host for IDSA's Let's Talk podcast. She has been invited to speak at more than 90 lectures, conferences, and organizations across the nation, and has received more than 20 awards in recent years. Like I said, I can go on and on what Dr. Madi has accomplished, but I'm going to give the mic to her and let her.
got this.
Hey, everybody. Oh, y'all was raised by wolves. I said, hey, everybody. Are you beautiful? Where my girls at? Where my girls at? Stand up to all the girls. Stand up, all the girls. Stand up. You know what month this is, right? What month is this?
Women's Month.
It's what?
Women's Month.
It's what?
Women's Month.
Oh, this our month. Did you know this our month? Okay, so you gonna say after me. This is the affirmations I say with my baby. I did not say sit down, sis. Let's stand up. I am smart.
I am smart.
I am kind.
I am kind.
I am beautiful.
Beautiful.
God loves me.
God loves me.
And I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I want to take a second to turn my back to y'all just for a second. I am in awe of you. Iron sharpens iron, and my mama raised me to believe that we can all win, and with you here, we all do win. I love y'all. I've watched y'all from a distance. I work beside y'all. You have helped me, you have encouraged me, and everything on that board is because I'm surrounded by black women who believe we can all win. I honor you. I am so impressed by you. I've been tearing up, and I love y'all. Some of y'all only met today, but we've been watching you and praying for you from a distance. I honor you. I honor you. I honor you. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. It's dark outside, we're tired. You're not trying to listen to the crazy lady for too long. So we're gonna talk about 3 things. How many things?
3.
How many things?
3.
Number 1, the first thing I wanna talk to you about is, in order for you to be the best you can be, you need a mentor. What do you need?
A mentor.
Okay, so who's gonna tell me what a mentor is? What is a mentor? Come on, baby girl, you can try, you can do it. Come on, baby. You got this. I know you got this. What's a mentor? What's a mentor? That's right. Yeah. A mentor. A mentor. You are all shy, hair laid, edges laid, looking gorgeous, and knock the answer out the ballpark. Okay? And a mentor is someone, she said, who teaches you the things you need to know. Helps to guide you along the way. That's what a mentor is. Baby, what do you want to tell me about a mentor? That's right. She said a mentor is someone who guides you through your life. Who can be a mentor in your life? Can your mom be a mentor in your life? Yes. Can your teacher be a mentor in your life? Can your uncle be a teacher, a mentor in your life? Okay. As you grow, you got to have a mentor. But you know what I call my mentor team? That's my A squad. That's my A team. They've got my back. Because the number 2 thing I'm gonna tell you, as hard as it is to hear, is you will fail. You will fail, baby, you will fail. You can Google me, honey, I'm Googleable. I have a Wikipedia page, I didn't even know. I woke up one day and boom, there it was. My Wikipedia page will never tell you that I failed, but I'm here to tell you I did. Oh, it was hard. There were times I felt bad about myself. There were times I cried. There were times I didn't think I would make it. But God, and my what? My A squad. So I want you, over time, to think about who the best people to be in your A squad, who's gonna mentor you. They should be people who believe in you. People who tell you the truth. They don't just tell you yes. They tell you sometimes, Mati, you messed up, girl. You need to think about that. You need to apologize. But they also tell you that you can be whatever you want to be. Because one day, everyone in this room is going to have a board just like that, with your name on it and your picture on it. Okay? And the third thing, so the first thing is we need a mentor, right? The second thing is we will fail, and that's okay. But the third thing is, baby, never give up. Never what? Give up. Never what? Give up. Never what? Give up. Never give up. It's gonna be some dark days. It's gonna be some days you never knew you could. I'm a doctor, y'all. You know how many years I went to school? How many years? Who wants to guess? Yes, in the pink. How many years do you think I went to school? 12 years. No, baby, more. How many?
How many years did I go to school? Yes, sir.
14 years.
14 more, baby. How many years did I go to school? More. How many years did I go to school?
38.
Almost 30 years. That's a long time to be in school. But the one thing I had to do was do my very best, study. But on the days that I failed, I had to call my A squad. And there were people, my mom prayed for me on days where I didn't have the strength to pray for myself. So you've got it. So let's stand up together real tall. Because what month is this? What month is this? What month is this? Okay, so what three things are going to remember? Number one, we need a. Okay, number two, we will. But number three, we should never. I love y'all. God bless y'all.
On behalf of 12th and Park and the recreation team, we would like to honor you and thank you for being a part of our celebration.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Marty.
Coming up next is Joy Edwards. Joy Edwards is the CEO and owner of I Win the Brand. Ms. Edwards was a young single mother who was determined to succeed. Following high school, she enrolled in the SEL St. Louis Community College of Forest Park to embark on her journey towards becoming a business owner. While facing some adversities, she remained focused on her degree and achieving success, thus adapting to the I Win mentality. I Win the Brand was founded to support small business owners in increasing their income. This endeavor stemmed from her experience of being laid off during 2009 recession. She learned the value of self-investment to foster perseverance and create a diverse revenue stream. Please welcome me in honoring Joy Edwards.
Hi. Hi, guys. Hello. Good evening. I have a question. How many of you guys heard of Nike? Nike, the shoe brand. Nike was founded in a garage by somebody who had a vision. So, during some tough times in my life, I decided that I wasn't going to quit. So I was constantly saying, I'm going to win at this thing. And everybody would see me and it was like, we get it, you're going to win. But here's the thing, whether you win or lose, you got a mindset to understand that you don't give up. Either you win, you lose, or you learn something from a situation. I'm the daughter of a mother that was on crack, and my father wasn't around, but that didn't stop me. I met Brenda Hayes at Matthew Dickey's, and first of all, let me go back. I'm a ball player. Do we have any girl ball players in the house? Yeah. I'm a coach with the Archdiocese Church. I'm a mentor, and I work for a law firm every day. So when I walk in, some days I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. But my grandmother taught me this. When you walk into a room, you walk in with the confidence like, here I am. Not like, who's checking for me? You walk in like God sent you there. And that's how I live my life. So I win the brand. I teach my kids that I coach and I mentor to that the devil is defeated at the end. But if you learn that from the beginning, you are already a winner. If you stand up every day and you look in the mirror and you say, I'm gonna do the necessary things that I need to do to win. That means my homework, that means obeying my parents, that means showing up for you. What does it mean to show up for you? Do you know what it means to show up for you every day? You, do you know what it means to show up every day? I can't hear you.
To show up.
Show up for yourself. How do you show up for you? I put you on the spot, but when you show up for you, you walk in any room like I'm supposed to be here. Nobody can tell you as a little colored girl that you don't deserve the rights that everybody else gets. You tell yourself what you want and you go for it. I was born 3 pounds and 3 ounces. The doctor said she's not gonna make it. So I knew I was a fighter from the beginning. Miss Tony, I was a fighter, baby. But Brenda Hayes stopped me at Matthew Dickey's and gave me a basketball. And that's the reason I'm where I'm at. That's one of the foundations that I was a ball player. When you're a ball player, you don't quit. You don't quit no matter what. So that's what the I win mentality means. Every day, you win at this. Even if you lose, you learn something from the situation. And that's what I wanted to bring.
She always wins. On the behalf of a new Sweatland Park Center in the City of St. Louis Recreation Division, thank you for all that you do. This is the person that if you all, I'm giving her a plug. She does all my t-shirts, all my sweatshirts. This is the person that does everything that I wear. So she has some of her items back and back. Feel free to stop around. We have 3 tables of entrepreneurs in this building. And this young lady right here, and her and her brother, they want to be entrepreneurs. That's one reason why they do. Okay. So thank you so much for everything that you've done for us.
Thank you.
Our last honoree for the evening is Donna Brooks Sanders, who is the Communications Commissioner for the City of St. Louis. Commissioner Brooks Sanders knew early on that she wanted to be in communications. She majored in mass communications at Bradley University. However, after graduation, she did not land a job in her preferred field. Nonetheless, the universe conspired for her to become the esteemed woman she is today. Commissioner Brooks Sanders is responsible for leading and inspiring a team that provides programming that truly resembles the city of St. Louis. And she's doing a great job at it. We want to welcome her to the stage. Thank you.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. So I have the pleasure of being the anchor here today, so I'm going to try to wrap all this up fairly quickly. You've heard from some phenomenal women today who are doing great, great work in the city of St. Louis, working on behalf. I have been with the city of St. Louis for the past 24 years, and one of my jobs is working for the communications division. Well, that is my job, but I have 2 hats under that label. But how many of you enjoy creating Instagram videos? Anybody here done an Instagram video? How many of you guys like watching television? Anybody heard of Gracie? It's one of my favorites. I love Gracie. She's really informative. Anybody have a favorite TV show? Take a few. What's your favorite TV show? Speak up so I can hear you. You have a favorite TV show? You have one? Sisters? Okay, Sisters, that's a good one. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes. You post on Snapchat. How many of you post on Snapchat? How many of you created music videos? Do you like to watch music videos? Okay, so you've got an opportunity to learn a little bit about the type of work that I'm involved in. So I'll start off by saying this gentleman right here, this is Joe. Joe works for STL TV. And as a cameraman, he's here taping us tonight, right? So you have an opportunity to see how someone does the work or the job that I do. I have women who do this as well, and there are all kinds of opportunities for you to learn how to do television production. And now that we're moving into a lot of the IG work and all of that, you're learning how to do communications, right? But there are a lot of job opportunities besides working behind the camera. If you like to do graphic design work, Gracie is designed a lot around, if you like the Gracie, how many people like Gracie? Because I really like Gracie. She's got some really good music and really good beats behind the show that she does. But you get to see how the animation is created. How do they create Gracie movies? She's not a human being, right? So somebody had to draw those pictures. Someone had to create music. All of those are job opportunities that you will have growing up, if that's something that you want to do. You can learn how to just do the audio portion. That's a job in and of itself. How do we put a microphone in somebody's hand to make sure that you can hear them? When you're watching your TV show, somebody has to have those individuals mic'd up so that the words that they're saying, that the music that they're playing doesn't override each other, right? So there are a lot of opportunities in the work that I'm doing right now with the communications division. And I've been proud of it. We've been covering all of the Board of Aldermen meetings. We cover a lot of community meetings and events that happen. So this event and others that are taking place throughout the city, if you tune into STL TV, you're able to see what is the city of St. Louis doing, how are we using your resources, how are we making information available to our residents and to you. Some of our programs have focused on youth. Some of them focus on our seniors. Some of them focus on sports. So television and use of social media are good platforms used in the right hands. I'm gonna remember my sister who told you to be very, very careful about how you use social media and the things that you put on social media that could affect you in the future, whether it's your job or other things. So those are the things that I do. My other little hack, which is not always the fun part, but if you see people digging in our streets, like our telephone companies like AT&T or Charter, and they're putting in what we call infrastructure, they're putting in poles to bring us new systems like 5G for our telephones to work a little bit better, or our iPads to work a little bit better. That's the other aspect of what we do at the communications division. But I'm excited to be here. I'm willing to take some questions that kind of gives you an overview of what we do at the communications division, what I've been doing for the last 24 years for the city. I've worked in radio, I've worked in television, I've done marketing, and just a whole lot of other things. I also work for an organization where we really talk about bringing back your power and making sure that you understand that you, as young ladies and young men that are here today, that you have power. You have power in your voice, you have power in your actions, and you can make things better in our world if you use your power. So remember that you are a powerful individual, that you are powerful beings, and that you have the power to be who you want to be, however way you want to be. And so school is always the best, is a great option, but school may not be the only option. So look for those things in this life that you want to be, that you can be passionate about those things, and go out and get it, because it's yours if you want it. So thank you.
Donna told me not to tell on her, but you all know I can't keep a secret. But I'm not. She's a wonderful person. Thank you so much, Ms. Donna. Thank you. We have some. What? We have some special awards, and the first person I'm going to call up, she just don't know. She's probably very surprised, but I know I got on her nerves last year, and I most definitely got on her nerves this year. Christy Robinson, can you please come here? I called this lady like 20 times in one day to make sure that we had everything together.
Yeah.
And I know I got on your nerves. Did I get on your nerves?
Yeah, you did.
I know I did. If you all, everybody that know me know that I try not to be a perfectionist. I try not to be, but I am.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can be my own worst critic.
Yeah.
But she was a great help, extremely a great help. Last year, this year, she extremely done a lot for me this year. And I want to just say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I know we really got on your nerves too last week when I wasn't here. But we thank you so much for helping us throw all this together. And along with my team, Timothy Young, Maurice Taylor, Jasmine Clark, Overly Harris, the entire Twitter Park staff, Annette O'Ham and Ladora staff, we all work together collectively, along with Miss Callion, helping us. She know I'm gonna wait till the last minute to ask her for something. She always come through for us. But we want to present you this award for all that you do with the City of St. Louis Recreation Division, and thank you.
It says, stand in the gap, honoring Christy Robinson for diligently displaying extraordinary service and dedication with helping bringing it all together on this day of Wednesday, March 6, 2024.
Thank you. The next person up. Charlie Woods. You want to present your mom this? Mia Woods. Mia Wood. Can you please come up? Yay! She's one of our parents here at the rec center. She always comes inside the building. She's in the conference room with us, always bumping ideas off of her. You just don't know. I'm always picking her brain, and I waited till the last minute. I asked her, could she help me with some questions? Because I was out of town, enjoying myself, and she came through for me. And I really appreciate her. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do.
And I also want to thank Mia too, because she's one of my dance parents, and she's always bringing me ideas and saying, you think we should? And I'm like, yeah, you right, we should. I thank you, Mia. Stand in the gap, Mia Wood, in appreciation for your visionary guidance. Wednesday, March 6, 2024. My rising star. This is Frank. Frank, raise your hand. Frank was born in St. Louis, Missouri. She has been dancing since the age of 2. With dance as her major, she attended Carlane Central She danced with me. She was an original showstopper. Her first performance as a showstopper representing the city of St. Louis was dancing at the Fabulous Fox with Savion Glover. They opened up, bringing the funk, bringing the noise. She went on to continue her studies at Lindenwood, where she got her BA in dance. She also has her cosmetology license. She went over at Abuela to teach dance, and she came and taught with Circus Harmony right now. She worked with HHP, another dance team. She also does a lot of my special events that I do. She's a master dance instructor that I have to come and teach for our kids. I recognize you, I love you. You are my rising star, dedication to the community, Young Entrepreneurs 2024. Dolores Bingham, please come up. You guys, this is my aunt, Dolores Bingham. She teaches our side classes. She volunteers for us a lot. She's always there to drop her down. We say, we need you. She said, when? Let me know. I'm there. Dolores Bingham, standing in the gap. Dedication to the community as our volunteer. Walter, everybody know Walter. Back there, Walter has a church. He's a young entrepreneur, rising star at that. His dedication to the community, he's always here to help us. He's also one of our student volunteers. Whenever we need him, we can count on him. He's our young entrepreneur. He has music and shirts. Thank you. Ivy Robertson, my baby. She's also one of my dancers. Ivy makes bracelets and she sells candy. So her little stuff is back there for you to see. Ivy Robinson, rising star, dedication to the community, young entrepreneur. Jordette. Jordette is a product of 12th Park Showstoppers. She's a successful black entrepreneur. She owns 4 successful established companies, Creative Expressions, Custom Design, Creative Reality Events by Creative Expressions, and Noah Nation Foundation that she started in honor of her brother. Nephew, I'm sorry. It started April 22nd is her annual celebration, which is for a week. And I was one of her recipients, and I thank you. Jordan Moore, rising star, dedication to the community, young entrepreneurs. What can I give my Melanie? Melanie has done some of everything. Melanie has produced some movies. She has her own company. They're shooting not too long from now, right?
Yep.
Yes. She's her owner is of Brown Sharp Studios. She spent the majority of her life in front and behind the cameras. Thanks to her dad.
Yeah.
Because he used to be our videographer about our performances as well. She has done so much, and at the age of 22, she produced her first one.
Yes.
Yes. Melanie is a groundbreaker. She has balloon creations. She has a lot of different things that's under her belt. She's also one of my showstoppers. She went to the Apollo. We went everywhere. As showstoppers representing the city of St. Louis, I'm very proud of these young ladies right here. Noah of Noah Nation, Jordan, Melanie of Brown Sharp Studios, and Frankie also has her business, Mary Kay. I'm very, very proud of all of them, and I want everybody else to be proud of them too. Melanie, rising star, dedication to the community, young entrepreneurs.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to say something, give y'all a little background about me as well. Like she mentioned, I did grow up here in Southern Park. This was one of the safe places I could come and hang out with all of my friends from LaSalle Park and the Peabody. So we had a lot of fun. But moving forward, I always wanted to be a model. Like that was my dream, to be a model. And can anybody guess how many times I was told no when I went to audition? Yeah, probably 20, because it was every time. Every time I tried to audition for FUBU, Apple Bottom, I even went to America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks twice, and I was told no. So I didn't understand what was going on. I knew I wasn't ugly. I knew I wasn't, I just figured I wasn't ready. So at the age of 18, I left St. Louis and I traveled the world to figure out what it would take for me to put everything I learned here at Carlane, at VAP, being taught by her, getting my confidence from her. I traveled the world, and when I came back to St. Louis, I was close to about 25 or 26 with a child. So I knew then, oh my God, I cannot just be this anymore. So I took everything that I learned and I put it into my art, and I opened up a building off of Natural Bridge Lucas and Hunt, which is my production studio. I knew then I had no name, so I just knew that this will at least be a place where I can practice and perfect my entertainment career, which led to my daughter, Tyrese. She's also in 2 of my films, and to me, she was one of my top actors. So at this point, I am one of the largest studios in St. Louis.
Right.
That's on Loud Black Woman.
Yeah.
And to top it off, I don't have any modeling contracts, but I am nominated for the top St. Louis actress.
Yeah,
St. Louis.
that's right.
I just want to encourage you guys to keep going, no matter where you come from, no matter what you want to be. People tell you, no, you go audition, they tell you go back home. Just always remember, prepare yourself for everything, because preparation, once it meets opportunity, equals success. Now let's say that together, y'all. Preparation plus opportunity equals success.
Equals success.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. That's my motivation.
We would like to thank you all for taking the time to come out and listen to our lovely panel. I hope you all learned something from them. I hope you take it in. Remember, place it deep back in your head so that whenever you feel like you can doubt yourself, try and pull back what you've learned today so that you can continue to inspire yourself. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being a part of our panel. And thank you.